English and other languages and public speaking, but there is so much more to effective communication than grammar, spelling, or calming your nerves in front of an audience. So I am Aaliya today going to share 7 tips of effective communication, which will help you to improve your communication for sure. So sir, please next slide. Okay, so the first hack to effective communication is listening. Listening is the first and the last thing in our lives. You can hear when you are in the warm, and it's the last thing before we pass away. So you can close your mouth, you can close your eyes, you can even hold your breath. But when you try to close your ear, even then you can listen. You can't stop your listening anymore. So this proves that how much listening is important. If you can take an example of a child, so how they learn to speak, they just observe what we are speaking. They only listen carefully and then they get result. They speak properly like us. So listening is a skill that is probably the most important, as we are a part of MDC family. So what happens here when a member is speaking on any topic, at that time rest of the members are waiting for their turn to speak, right? So don't do this. Try to listen everyone, because when you talk you are speaking what you already know, but if you listen you may learn something new. So it is very important for communication. Yes, the next slide. Improve vocabularies. Improve vocabularies to improve communication skill is very important again, and because improving vocabulary and having command on language in which you communicate is the most important aspect of effective communication skills. If you don't have words to express your feeling, ideas, emotions, thoughts, knowledge, and views, you will not be able to communicate the exact message to the recipient. So to improve vocabulary, use a small diary which you can keep with you always. Whenever you read literature, magazines, newspaper, or online article, write down the new words which you don't know the meaning. Again, I'm going to give an example of our platform. At MMDC, we give new topics every day. So whatever content you search on the Google or YouTube, try to write those words on your diary which you don't understand. Write a maximum 5 words each day, and when you get time, explore the meaning of these words in dictionary or Google, and note them down below respective words. So read them again and again and try to memorize always. It will definitely increase your vocabularies. Yes, the next slide. Writing, yes. Writing helps to enhance communication skills. If you want to get a really good communication, so start writing, because it helps to stick words in your mind for your whole life. As we are giving you topics on regular basis, so yes, you can take help from the Google for a good content, but try to write your own words as well, because it will give you so much clarity on any topic. So I want to give an example here. Suppose you want to get a job in a reputed company, then you have to write an email over there. And if you are going to be a police officer, you will write arrest report for sure. Even if you want to be a scientist, you will still need to know how to write. So for all these things, you will every likely need to write. So you all have to already a platform where you can practice your writing. So please try to use this opportunity on a regular basis. When you write effectively, you communicate better. So do this task on a regular basis. So try so that you can improve yourself like a pro. Yes, the next slide. The next slide. Yes, create content. Content is the thing which you should be given importance while communicating. Suppose you have a good communication skill, but you don't have a good content to speak on. So your audience will not show the interest in listening to you anymore. As you all have attended the 3 days workshop, which has conducted by the Amit sir, and after these 3 days, you all have decided to join MMDC club, right? So why you all have decided to join MMDC club? Just because of that 3 days workshop amazing content. So content is very important in communication, and content is a king actually. And communication works best when you have insightful content to connect. So try to create good content as much as you can. If the content is strong, we can be confident enough to deliver it. Yes, the next slide. Connect with your audience. So connecting to your audience will allow you to understand their reactions, wants, and needs. When you are speaking in front of public, the most important thing for you will be speaking the attention and the participation of your audience. Imagine you are speaking, but no one is listening or interested. You don't want that, right? So you will want your audience to be as much as attentive as possible. And imagine you are trying to explain physics to kids. So definitely it's tough, and they won't be attentive if you just teach them normally, comparing to the adults, because adults will be attentive no matter how you teach. But speaking of kids, you got to be different. Otherwise, you won't get their attention. For that, you will need to be funny and interesting for kids. These will be changes in your speech and so that includes being funny and interesting in perspective of kids. So yes, so a good connection with your audience is very much important in communication. You always have to speak what your audience want, and only you can connect with your audience on that time only. Yes, the next slide, please. Pay attention to facial expressions. Yes, actually, the face is responsible for communicating your thoughts, ideas, and emotions. And facial expressions can show an individual's feeling and demonstrate their intentions. So they are one the most critical aspects of human communication. Imagine you are talking to someone and the other person is sitting like a statue, and suppose you are explaining something interesting with not a happy face, so automatically people will not giving you such an attention anymore. So facial expression is one of the many elements used in non-verbal communication. If we used it effectively, can help to convey your message across. Yes, the next slide, please. Build trust. Trust is a powerful force that builds loyalty and supports effective communications. It gives you the benefit of the doubt in situations where you want to be heard, understood, and believed. No matter how well you speak, no matter you are speaking with high-fi vocabularies, nobody cares. Nobody cares about how much you know. They only want to know how you're communicating solve their problems. Some people naturally distrust other people because they do not know what the other one is thinking. Therefore, the sooner that you come out and say what you want, the sooner you can begin establishing trust. So people need to see you without any filters. So be real, be transparent, be open, don't hold anything back. People love real people only. So be real always, people will trust you automatically. So these tips I just wanted to share with you all. Hope you all understood what I wanted to share today. So thank you so much everybody for listening to my presentation. Thank you for taking your time here. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, everybody, for your feedback. I hope you all have understand what I have said in this presentation. I have researched a lot in this presentation, and I also give some kind of like MMDC examples which you can relate with me. So I hope it was useful to you all. So it's time to wind up here, as you all know that it is already 10:07. So it's time to announce the performer of the day. So today's performer of the day is Sashikala ma'am, because today she has completed her all the backlogs, and believe me, she is very busy with her schedule but is still improving herself like this. So congratulations, Shashikala ma'am, and keep up the consistency for this as well. And thank you each and every one of you for giving a valuable time here. Thank you for attending today's meeting. And as we discussed today about multitasking, so thank you all for sharing your views over this topic. I hope you all have, or you all are improving yourselves with the help of these kind of topics. And I hope you all are increasing your knowledge as well. So thank you all again. Tomorrow we'll meet again with some different agendas. Tomorrow we have a support call. So please try to join tomorrow's class, because which is very, very important. So thank you again all. Good night. Take care.